Speaking of breaking the law without consequence, violent crime is another problem plaguing Texans and American cities across the country. Left-wing mayors and city governments have advanced soft-on-crime policies in major cities from Chicago to Los Angeles to New York to San Francisco. And what has been the result? Well, criminals have noticed that there are no consequences to them committing crimes in these cities. The lack of consequences is an incentive and encouragement for them to continue stealing, breaking, and murdering. That's all beginning to change under a new administration. Republicans are prepared to take steps necessary to prevent and ensure that ramifications for these crimes exist. And we've done so before, and we're going to do so again. During President Trump's first administration, I was proud to partner with him on legislation to lock up violent criminals and ensure justice for victims. One of my top priorities for the new year is to do everything I can to build on the great work we accomplished under President Trump's first term to make sure that our communities, our cities, and our streets are once again safe. Another way that we'll keep our citizens safe is by ensuring that Second Amendment rights are safeguarded. The Trump administration will end President Biden's assault on the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms, as well as the Biden administration's bad faith interpretations of Second Amendment-related legislation. I look forward to leading my Senate colleagues in reintroducing my Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act and working with the Trump administration and our co-sponsors here in the Senate to get this legislation across the finish line. Now, I know some folks from places like New York or maybe San Francisco might say, you're actually going to make it easier for people to carry a firearm legally? Well, the answer is already the vast majority of states have licensing regimes where responsible, law-abiding citizens can exercise their Second Amendment rights by getting a license to carry a firearm, including Texas and including the District of Columbia. I happen to have a license in both jurisdictions. And many states have gone simply to a non-licensed status so that people can exercise their Second Amendment rights. I would reiterate, America and Americans have nothing to fear from law-abiding citizens exercising their Second Amendment rights. Those are not the people that we should be concerned about. We should be most concerned about people who are criminals who cannot legally carry a firearm, or people with mental health incapacities which are currently prohibited under existing law from carrying or owning or possessing a firearm. Those are existing laws that are enforced given the National Instant Criminal Background Check System.